Hey, what's up, y'all? So I'm here to do an unboxing. I already started taking off the plastic. I forgot the film, so. Alright, so I wanted to get a screen print, but it's kind of hard to learn how to use it. I had the UD when it came out. I wasn't successful and able to use it, so I'm going to just start off really small and simple. So I bought Speedball, and I bought it from Amazon. It was, at the time I bought it, it was like $50 earlier in the year, or maybe late last year I bought it. But I just want something simple to use. Why screen print? Because you save a lot on ink. You save a lot on cost in terms of vinyl. So if I could get really good a screen printer, I will save more money, and it's quicker. Once you understand how to use screen print, it's way quicker than weeding out the vinyl. So that's why I want to really master screen print. So, and then I could do vinyl for things that screen print can't do, that you can't do with screen print. So I probably would do vinyl for those other things, but I'm going to start off with screen print and try to master it and get good. Another thing I find easier to use is heat transfer paper. That's another easy thing to use. Okay, so I already took the plastic off, and let's see what the box comes with. Okay, so comes with a brush. Comes with black ink and red. It's squeezy. I think that's what they call it. Yep, squeezy. That's what they call it. Little wooden stick. Okay, so I guess you need something to clean it with. You need something to clean it. Emotion. Drawing fluid. This is their thing. They could draw on it, I guess. Emotion remover. What's this? Screen filler. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's a screen filler. Oh, what is this? Sensitizer. I don't know what this is. So it comes with the instructions. And there is the screen. Simple. This is a good size to do prints, just like the printer, 8x11. Okay, so I guess that's about it, and another stick. So I'm gonna play with this a bit, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, so I am going through the book, okay? So the first thing I noticed was this. You need this. And I don't have, well, I have everything. I just checked to make sure I had it, because I was like, oh no, I have to go to Home Depot. But I do have this tape. So you need this tape to protect your screen. You need an apron, which I already have. You need gloves. I have a sponge. I have soap. Well, what's the clear tape for? Or maybe I need tape. You know, so I already got the tape. I already got a squeegee. I already got a brush. I got all of that. So I'm good. Because it could get very messy. The books say that. I don't have a stand to do. I don't have all this fancy thing. I don't have it. But I'm still going to use it. I'm still going to use my screen. let me see what else. So the first, I'm going to try all these steps that it shows you in the book you could do. Okay? So I'm going to go set up my table and everything. Get my brother's screen printer out. Because I don't know how to use the silhouette yet. So I'm going to use the brother and try all these methods and see what will work best for me. Okay, so right now I just loaded on my scanner cutter. So I'm just gonna go and see if there's any patterns I could use to try to use with the screen print. See what they have. Already saw me cut out my stencil, so I'm gonna try it out and see how it works. I don't know if it's gonna bleed through, so I just put paper just in case. So we're gonna test it out and see how it goes. Here's my squeezy, and just gonna I should have just kept going, right? And we'll do it one more time. Okay. And let's get rid of all this stuff. You know what? This is very messy. So let's see how it turns out. Okay. Did not turn out too good. I want to try it again and see what happened if I would have flood the screen first and try the different approach. And it did seep through. So let's try it again. What's the other fabric I have? I don't think the stencil thing is gonna work. We're gonna have to try a different approach. Okay, so I cut out another paper to make another stencil because it did not work the last time. So I'm not gonna do it the same way. I'm gonna try a different way. Which came with the kit, which is the brush and the drawing fluid. So I'm gonna try that to see if that works. Okay, so already put the paper, already taped it in, and now I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna draw inside. Hey, what's up? So I finished drawing the emoji. It took a whole day to draw yesterday. They also say that you could also dry it by using a hair dryer, but I didn't try that, so maybe next time I'll try it. But you can see it's not coming off, so it's completely dry. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'll make sure I have the stick. I'm gonna use this, and I think this is the screen filler that I'm gonna apply to my screen. And before I use the screen filler, I'm going to, okay, so like I was saying, I'm going to use the screen filler. I just open it. I got a cover on it, so I have to wear gloves. You make sure it's really stirred well. So I'm going to stir it really well all the way in the bottom and avoid any air bubbles. So you only supposed to apply it only one time. So I'm going to use, I didn't know this, but they have a graphic side and a fabric side. So I'm just going to use the graphic side. And I'm going to, when you do this, you only do it one time. Because they say if you keep doing it back and forth on the, what they call the screen filler, you're going to make the emoji come off, this blue stuff. Okay, so I'm going to try it just one time and do this. It's okay to do it over the image as well. It's okay if it doesn't get all over, that's what they say, because you're going to tape your image anyway. So, gotta let it dry. So I'll see y'all later. Okay, so while I'm waiting it to dry, I also forgot that I did have this paper here. So I'm just going to remove it so it could dry better. Remove all this tape. We use it next time. So I don't even know. So it could dry better. Okay, right now I'm at my sink and I'm ready to rinse this out. To make the process quicker, I had to use a blow dryer because it was taking a little long to dry, and also because I didn't do it correctly the first time because you saw my mistakes. But it's dry. It's completely dry. The blow dryer method worked to get it to dry quicker. So now I'm just going to focus on the designs to rinse it out. Okay, so I blow dry this. It's a little damp, but not. I think I could still work with it. And so what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna get a fabric. This is 100% cotton, and I'm gonna tape it on the table so it doesn't move. So the last time I did it, it was lifting up because I want really good results. So I'm just gonna take it to the table. Okay, so this project did not work for me because the ink went through. Okay, so you saw the paintbrush method didn't work out for me. So I'm gonna try the paper method one more time because I didn't do it right. So I'm gonna do it right again. Well, the last time I did it, I taped it in here, and I realized it was better if I did it at the back. So this time, I'm gonna do it at the back. And before I go, I just want to show you, I wasn't able to remove 100%, but I did get most of it off. Okay, the screen filler, it was very difficult to remove because my screen filler remover was slightly open. I don't know if that has anything to do with the process of removing the screen filler. But anywho, I'm going to try the paper method one more time to see if this will work better. Instead of doing it in the inside, do it at the back of the fabric. And probably how I apply the ink, probably I wasn't supposed to apply the ink that way as well. And I'm just gonna do it one time. I think if you just do it one good time, you get the best results. So I'm put some pressure, 45-degree angle. You see that? So the paper method is good. So definitely we do the paper method. Okay. When you're passing the ink through, try to do it one time. And don't flood the ink unless you're going to reuse it. The only time you flood the ink, because I don't want to mess it up, you flood the ink when you're going to do it again. Okay, that's when you flood the ink, right? And let's say I want to do it on a drawing. I don't know if that dripped when I flooded. It probably dripped a little bit. That's the only bad thing about flooding the ink. It could drip. So let's say if I want to do another one again, you flood your ink and then you try again. Most likely I will mess up the table, but I'm just showing on the video. So you go over it, you don't raise it up, you leave it flat, do on a 45-degree angle, put pressure on it, and you just go over it like that. And when you flood it is when you're gonna do like a repeat. Oh, the paper came up. Ooh, no. See, it probably would have came out good if it didn't stick. But y'all know what I mean. So I'm gonna go because I gotta clean up this mess. Okay, you see what happened to my table? It's stick on it. So I'm gonna go clean up the mess and I'll see y'all later. But the paper method work. Alright. So I wouldn't recommend doing the paintbrush thing because it takes too long. And you saw what happened when I did it. I followed every instruction. So next one we're going to try the actual screen printing when you have to burn your image and everything. So I'm going to try that next. Alright, I'll see y'all later. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shade it in with black marker. I realize it's better if I just put the paper on top and put this at the bottom. You could also print it, but I want the exact same image, so I'm just gonna fill it in with marker. I'll show you what it looks like up close. It's better if you print it because it will come out neater, but to get the design I'll just, use it as a stencil because I want to see which one will give me the best results. So okay, so now I'm gonna do the emotion. I fill half of this up with water and I shake it a lot to mix it. And I'm gonna pour this inside. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. It took a long time for me to get it to turn green. I had to keep mixing it. Okay, so I'm gonna get my screen, and what I'm gonna do is slow down the lights. I also want to say when you're putting on emotion, do not put so much because when you put too much emotion, the screen takes longer to dry. So remove as much emotion as possible from the screen. Okay, so my image already dry. It took about 4 hours to dry. So this is what I'm gonna use. And if you decided to do hand drawing, you gotta look at the light and make sure no light is going through the picture. Okay. When I was shading it in, when you saw me earlier, I did it backwards, and so I had to turn it over and do it over again. So make sure you don't, if you decide to go with this method, make sure you don't draw it backwards or the light is not gonna go through. No, if you draw it backwards, you could still see the light going through it. So I had to flip it over to the right side to do it. But anyway, I'm gonna use my Udo machine because I don't have a clear glass. I don't have a light to burn the image, so I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna place the image here, and I'm gonna get some tape to hold the image in place. I'm gonna go get my screen. Okay, so right now I got my screen right here, and I covered it with my coat because I don't have a black plastic bag to cover it. I kept it in my drawer to protect it from the light. So this is what my screen look like. It's completely dry, and I'm gonna place it right here to burn the image, as y'all can see. And I'm gonna take a black piece of paper, and I'm gonna place it on top of the image right here. I'm gonna take some weight, and I'm gonna burn my image right now. And when it's done, because in the book it say to burn it for 7 minutes in the Speedball direction, so I'm burning it exactly 7 minutes, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, so now my screen is exposed. So I'm going to take off the weights. See how it comes out. Look at that. It worked. Oh no. Guess what, y'all? Because I used blue tape, it showed through because I used blue tape. So I'm learning. Next time I use it, I'm using clear tape next time when I put it down, because I never did this before. The black smudges, I think my squeegee wasn't clean, and I think that's why I have all these black smudges on it, you know. So the black ink with the emoji, I don't think my squeegee was clean. So I gotta make sure I really clean it next time. Okay, so right now this is great. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it to the sink and rinse this off, and we're gonna try you know what I mean. I'm gonna try the method again and see how it goes. We're gonna squeegee. I'm gonna use the ink. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Hey, what's up, y'all? I stopped scrubbing away and I forgot to film. Okay, so I'm just rinsing off the green stuff, as you can see. So and I have enough sponge and gently just get the stuff off. So right now I'm gonna blow dry it and get it done. The only reason it looks like this because I hand draw it, so that's why I'm not getting that crisp image. But the best thing to do it is to print it on your printer. But I wanted the same image throughout the video, that's why I drew it on the paper. Alright, so I'm gonna blow dry this, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, so I finished drying it. I used a blow dryer to dry it. So now I'm gonna tape my paper so it doesn't move. I'm not gonna bother to tape the back. I'm just gonna do this part. And now I'm gonna place it on my paper. And I'm gonna get the black ink again. Let's see if I find my stick. Make sure I have my Ouija. And we're gonna do this again. Oh, I forgot to put on the lights. I'm gonna put on the lights. Alright, so we're gonna do this again. I think this is a good amount. And I just want to say something because we're using the screen and it's laying flat, it's best to push it down flat. Unless you got the tools where you could lift it up, but I don't have that. All I have is the screen, so I'm not going to raise it up. Okay, so which side should I use? This is a little messed up here. It needs cleaning. I'll just use the fabric sides this time. Okay, so I'm just going to go with a 45-degree angle and just push it down. I still have ink. Go in the same direction and just push it down. Okay. And I'm going to scoop up this ink. Because it should just work one time. But just to be safe, you could go over it twice. Let's clean up all this stuff. Put it back. Once I lift it up, I can't fix it because it's just the screen I'm using, you know? Okay. So I'm going to lift it up. It came out good. It came out great. So, just like in the image. So I like this method better. I'll definitely will do this method. Oh, I got ink in my hands, oh no. Alright, I'll see y'all later, and I'm going to try one more last method of putting the ink down. So I'm going to wash this out, and I'll see y'all later, alright? And so now I'm going to just use my brother machine so I could cut the vinyl. So I'm going to take my transfer paper right here, and I'm going to I bought it off of Amazon, the transfer paper, and place it over the vinyl. Ooh, got some bubbles. Not good. Oh boy. Okay. There's some bubbles on it. Oh boy. I didn't do it good. Oh no. Well, this is my first time. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm just gonna lift it up and put it on the screen. I'm gonna place it on the back of the screen. Carefully place it on the screen. Kind of mess it up. So I'm gonna take my time, and maybe I didn't need the transfer paper. And slowly you know what? I'm just gonna take it off the transfer paper. I ruined it, so I'm gonna start all over. Okay, so I'm gonna try this again. And hopefully this time it works. Okay, got it. All right, that was kind of hard. So, but I did it. It's a little crooked, but I guess it's gonna take some practice on my part. Okay, so what's the squeegee? Let's look at it. Oh, it's sticking. No. Okay, so you can see there's some air bubbles. We don't want that. So just rubbing it with my fingers. I'm gonna take the Ouija and just make sure there's no air bubbles. Make sure it's. This is Cricut stencils, vinyl. Just in case y'all wondering, this is the vinyl stencil that I'm using. Okay, so right now I'm gonna tape the back. So I'm just gonna tape the parts I think that's important. I don't lift the board, put pressure, and I'm gonna go over it twice. 1, 2. Okay. Let's see what happens. Ta-da! Even with the air, you can see it. With the air bubbles, it's still showing. I still was able to make a perfect print. So, I'm gonna go clean this up. Okay, I just want to briefly talk about my experience with it. This is the brush tool method. So I enjoy the process of doing it, but it was very time consuming. And as you could see, it did not come out good. Okay. This right here is this is the paper method, and it came out very good. But it did get a little blurry over there, and I think that's because the paper got wet with ink. Okay, this is the emotion method, and it came out very good. It looks like this because I hand draw it, but it came out really good. So this method works. Okay, this is the vinyl method, and it also came out very good. So I'm not sure. I think I'm like torn. I don't know which one I will do. I think I will do both of them, the vinyl and the emotion, you know, because both of these methods are good. The only thing I don't like with the emotion is very messy, and the vinyl is quicker, it's faster, and you know, I guess that's about it. But both of them work very good for screen printing. Alright, so that's my review. Okay, so I'm going to tell you which method was the best. Okay, I like the brush method, but you can see it didn't come out good and it took longer to do. I also like the paper method, but the thing with the paper, the ink soaked the paper, so it is a possibility it might smudge the image a little bit. I also like this method as well, but it is very messy and you have to clean up. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. And the last one is the vinyl, and I like the vinyl the best. I don't have to clean it up. It's less mess to work with, and you just cut right away. So that is my review. So if I was doing screen printing, I would just stick with the vinyl. The emoji is good too, but I think both methods is good. The emotion and the vinyl. If I have tons of order, then I'll do the emotion. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with the vinyl. So that is my intake on screen printed. Alright, so I hope this will help you decide what to do. And now you know how to do it, because it took me a long time to figure it out. For years, I just couldn't get it. But now I understood. And the kit comes with a book right here that explains more. And they also have videos to show you how to do it as well. So you could check them out. Alright, bye for now.